Hello, 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 hello. There we go. Hi, guys. Happy 11/11 to you. Yes. Welcome to Divine Conversations. Yeah. So I wanted to come on live today and speak to the collective a little bit. Do a little bit of a special live session for the 11/11 portal. Yeah. But also, you guys, there is a very strong energetic shift that's happening right now within the collective. So, welcome. If you're tuning into this after the live stream, stay tuned because I will be trying to get the appropriate timestamps into the situation. Hi, Kelsey. And unfortunately, also, if you're not tuning into if you didn't tune into the live stream, then the one portion of the live stream is not going to be available. For this live stream, I was guided to not only come on live here to speak to the collective. Hello, everybody. To speak to the collective about this 11/11 portal and about this big, massive collective shift that I'm feeling. But also, I was feeling guided to offer the option for if anyone wanted some personal energies or a personal reading in terms of this 11/11 portal and in terms of what this could mean for you, what could potentially be coming through for you during this portal or whatnot. I have been guided to make that open. So I'm doing that for $11.11. Ooh, you know what I should have done? I should have posted that information in the description box below, but that's okay. I can post it in the chat. Anybody that would like to get that message personally for yourself, go ahead and you can either super chat or you can send it to PayPal, paypal.me/divine conversations. But of course, that is only available for those of us that are tuning into the live stream here. Yes? I might make that available later on if there is enough demand for it. If you guys really are tuning into this or into this session after the live stream and you're really feeling guided, you're really feeling called to allow yourself, allow yourself the luxury to get a reading on this, just a quick message for you. It's not going to be too extensive, but just what you need to know in terms of this portal, go ahead and email me. My email can be found in the description box below. divineconversations2711@gmail.com. So hi guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday. I I'm feeling a big collective shift, you guys. And it kind of started yesterday, and I explained this a little bit over on Patreon this morning. But I am going to dive deeper into it because I really feel called to speak to. Yes, super chats do work, Joanna. So if you would like to do a super chat, you could do that. But I really am feeling guided to, called to speak about this for the greater collective here as well. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Stella. Thank you so much, Stella, for providing this wonderful mic stand that I can use here so I don't have to hold the mic anymore. Yay. Thank you so much, Stella. All right. So, what is this collective shift that I'm feeling? I am feeling this collective shift in terms of society. There's a lot of rage, there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of disappointment. There is an energy in the collective right now of being starkly aware of the limitations that have been placed upon us or them, whomever, and not being happy with it. Being very, very angry, feeling very dissatisfied. And this, I started to feel this shift yesterday. And it progressed throughout the day. It started around mid-afternoon, and then it kind of got worse. Thank you, Coco. I love this background too. It kind of got worse by the end of the day. And I had been very starkly aware of all of the limitations, all the structural things that were going on in the world, how people within society are being treated, how the mainstream media is lying to us. There were a number of different reports here. Michelle, thank you so much for that donation. If you would like a message for this 11/11 portal, I would be very happy to provide that to you in the right timing. But anyway, yesterday there were many different things that I came across that were making me even more starkly aware of just how unjust our system is. And that makes perfect sense because, in terms of the astrology, for those of you that know me, I look at things from sidereal astrology. And actually, let me bring that up real quick. But in terms of the astrology, I like to follow the moon on a daily basis, and the moon has been moving through Capricorn. Let's see. Let me shift the video here. Give me just a second. Boopy boopy boop beep boop beep boop. Boopy boopy boop beep boop. Boopy boopy boop beep boop beep boop. There we go. But I actually want to do this instead. So give me a second. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Excellent. This is what I want to look at here. So, wait. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second, guys. Am I going to have to... Oh, I know what I have to do. Hold on. Almost there. There it is. Okay, great. So as you can see here, the moon is in Capricorn, and it has been in Capricorn since yesterday. Let's see specifically when the moon moved into Capricorn here. We're going to animate the chart. Yes, and we're going to go by day. Sorry, you guys can't see this part, but that's okay. I'm just adjusting things. So we're going to go back. Let's go back. This was yesterday, November 10th. As you can see, the moon as of this time yesterday, so 10 minutes to 11, the moon was at 6 degrees of Capricorn. And we moved back by the hour, by the hour, by the hour, by the hour. There we go. So the moon moved into Capricorn yesterday. Yesterday at around 2 p.m. No, actually, no, this was 1 in the morning yesterday. Yes, and this makes perfect sense. This was around actually 2 in the morning yesterday, November 10th. So this makes a lot of sense. The moon has been in Capricorn and, oh shoot, you guys can't see it. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, the moon has been in Capricorn. So as you can see here, this was as of yesterday, 2 in the morning. It was at 0 degrees of Capricorn and it progressed throughout the day. And so let's go back to where we are today. This was yesterday, and then this is today. Bop. Okay, this is where we are now. The moon is at 20 degrees of Capricorn, and actually the moon is making a conjunction with Jupiter today. I mean, that's something that happens fairly often, but even though it's something that happens fairly often with the moon being a fast-moving celestial in the sky, it still isn't necessarily something that you really kind of want to ignore. So let's talk about that. So with the moon having made a conjunction with Saturn yesterday, which is also in the sign of Capricorn, its home sign, and now it's making a conjunction with Jupiter today. So this makes a lot of sense because yesterday I was very starkly aware of the limitations of the destruction that these limitations are creating for the collective, and it was something that I really couldn't shake. And by the time I got to the end of the day, I was feeling like I was completely rejecting this structure. All right. And even into today, there was a lot of rage, there was a lot of anger, there was a lot of disappointment. I mean, I didn't do happy hour last night because I just did not want to be in that position of putting myself out there just to be for sale. Like I have, and like I said, I explained this on Patreon this morning, but the sun, which is in Libra right now, is about to form some aspects to my 4th house, which is where I have some big planets there. You know, that the 4th house energy is a big thing for me. And so with all of this energy that we've been experiencing lately, with Uranus having been in Aries over this time, which has been helping us reconstruct ourselves. And we had the final point of the 3-point conjunction between Mars and Mercury yesterday. That finished out. And we have the opposition between Mars and Uranus kind of doing its thing right now. There is so much focus on the self. There is so much focus on, I'm hearing personal finances for some of us, on your identity, the way that you move, the way that you appear, the structure of your life, your identity, who it is that you are, how it is that you pursue things, what it is that you pursue. There's been a lot of energy of learning new things and all of that stuff. It feels like at this point, all of this is starting to reach a fever pitch. it's starting to come to a head. And what I'm feeling collectively, and I definitely feel like this is a big collective energy because I've noticed a big shift in myself all of a sudden. Like, it was a sudden change. Like, the vibe that I was holding, even though I'm facing certain limitations myself, whatnot, whatever, I was still okay. I was vibing with it. I was in a good mood. I was happy. I was able to flow with it. I was able to go with the flow. But then yesterday, the reality of the situation hit me at an all-time high. So this is even though I'm hearing about it from the collective, etherically, I can't disregard the big shift that's happened within me so suddenly. And I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from, and it's coming from the collective. It's coming from a collective energy. So what does this mean? Well, it feels like over the course of the next few years, is what I'm channeling, what I'm picking up on, there's going to be a massive shift to this structure, you guys. It definitely feels like this is a breaking point for the collective. This is a moment where the collective starts to realize the limitations that have been put on them, the limitations that have been put on 1111, the limitations that have been put on us, and starting to break free from it, starting to transform from it. This feels like a very revolutionary energy, okay? But this is just the beginning. This is just the starting point. This is just the tipping point, okay? And this is very much in alignment with what I was talking about for the month of November, about how especially the first 2 weeks of November are going to be very intense. There's a lot of collective realization that's coming through here, guys, okay? And I did kind of predict that things might get a little bit easier towards December, but that depends on where you are personally in this transformation, in this vibe for yourself, okay? So, with all of that said, there's more that I want to channel, but first, let's get into some cards. I have a number of cards here, a number of decks that I want to pull from, and I seriously want to pull from the Dark Mirror Oracle first. All right, so let's do that. Let's look at that. Thank you all so very much for tuning in here. Thank you so much for being here on the live stream. So far, we've got 33 viewers and only 15 likes. If you haven't liked the session yet, please go ahead and do so. Yes, it helps to support the channel, especially if you're vibing with this. All right, guys, so the first thing, yes, you can use PayPal Universal Passage. Anybody that would like to get a personal message for this 1111 portal, it's really just going to be a quick message, nothing too extreme, whatever it is you need to know. But I am going to devote a little bit of time towards the end of this session to give personal messages. So if you would like to get one, you could do it either via PayPal, paypal.me/divine conversations, or you could do it with Super Chat. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. Just make sure to be specific. If you have a specific question that you would like to ask in regards to this 1111 portal, I highly recommend that you do so. If not, you can just get a general message and not worry about it, and we'll pull it forward, okay? Excellent. I am happy you made it to the live too as well. Hello, Crystal Ruffin. Thank you all for being here. Anna, you have not missed much. Welcome. But always keep in mind, guys, that you will be able to watch this later, and later on there will be some timestamps available. All right, Doreen, I have got you. You are on the list here. Michelle, if you would like one too, you can definitely be on the list since you did make a donation. But I want to continue with the collective energies right now. I am being heavily guided to work with the Dark Mirror Oracle, so I'm going to do that. I want to pull on some of these, what is this? Some of the shadow aspects of this energy that we're feeling. Oh, shoot. It's not allowing you. Okay, Joanna, it's not allowing you to do that. So, if you want to, just send... Maybe can you do, like, if you could do, like, whatever is closest to that, to 1111, that allows you to do, just go for it. It's not a big deal, okay? Anyway, Dark Mirror Oracle. I really want to get into some of the shadow aspects here for the collective, yeah? So let's give this a few shuffles. I am so happy that I have this, this mic stand now, because now I can sit here with the microphone and shuffle cards and do things and not have to hold it anymore. Hello, Cassia. All right, that's enough. All right, so shadow aspects, yeah, for this 1111 portal. What's coming to the surface? What are we realizing? What are the shadow aspects that we are realizing about at this time? Hello, Camois. You made it. Ooh, honey. Y'all, look at this. Hold on, I need to... Oh, damn it. I don't have any more coffee either. Okay, that's fine. Look at this. Look at the card that came out here. Card number 1. Triumph of Lies. You guys were being lied to. Whew, yikes. All right, let's get into this. I want to read this card a little bit. What's interesting about this deck is that in here, it's kind of hard to... Okay. Sometimes the grammar in this is not ideal. So I just wanted to read it a little bit more. Okay. So you have Triumph of Lies, and I want to read from this. The Triumph of Lies is about appearance, and appearance is always so important in the world. Day by day, it seems more important. Can that be a lie too? Whatever. I actually don't want to read from the book here because I'm getting the message anyway, but this is exactly what we're talking about, you guys. The lies that we've been told, the structure that we're facing in the moment that is on the brink of collapse. And it collapses when we recognize, when we realize that we're not getting the full truth, that we're not being told everything, that we're actually being lied to, that this whole, I'm hearing the financial structure, that this whole financial of the structure of the world is a one big hoax. And we fix that by rising up from it. We fix that by not being privy to it. We fix that by no longer buying in. I've got you guys. Okay, I've got a number of people here that would like to get a message. No problem. I will definitely do that for you guys, okay? But, I mean, this is it. This is exactly what I've been talking about here. Let's get some more cards. I want to move to the Energy Oracle deck and see if we can get a little bit more. What does this Triumph of Lies have to do with for the collective? What are the energies that are associated with this Triumph of Lies energy? Varouche, thank you so much. Excellent, Varouche. I got you. I got you. I got you all, yeah? All right. What I should do, actually, give me just a second, you guys. I think I need to write these down because they may disappear. So instead of allowing them to disappear, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this down really quick, and then we're going to move forward with the message. So that's okay, Camois. Don't worry about it. So Michelle, I'm writing you down anyway. Michelle, we've got Doreen and Joanna. I totally just said that with a Spanish accent, but I'm not sure you're Spanish. We have Kelsey. We have Camois. And then we have Varouche. Excellent. Yes. It's a complete lie. Anyway. All right, guys, I've got you. I'm going to get your cards later on, or I'm going to get your messages a little bit later on. But I want to get from the Energy Oracle deck, get a little bit more of an understanding of what these energies actually mean here, okay? Remember, we have a Triumph of Lies. Oh, you're Mexican. Perfect. Okay, so I did say it correctly. Excellent. Okay, cool. Triumph of Lies. What energies are these incorporating here? Triumph of Lies. Uh-huh. Okay, well, overall energy here is anxiety. So what we're realizing here with the moon being, especially today during this 11:11 portal, the moon is in Capricorn in terms of sidereal astrology. Capricorn is the home sign of Saturn, where Saturn also is, okay? And so with the moon moving through Capricorn, this is your subconscious mind, right? This is your subconscious reality. So it feels like for the collective, there is a stark, I'm hearing a stark remembrance, or there is the ability for us to gain a stark awareness of just how our structure here is, I'm hearing, depleting us. All right. So anxiety is the overall energy here in terms of this. It does feel like this anxiety is coming through in the form of realization, in the form of becoming starkly aware of the reality that we or you face. Either you could be experiencing this on a collective scale, or you could be experiencing this on a personal scale. However, I do feel like if we're all connected to the collective right now, we're all feeling this collectively, then it is in fact translating into some personal element of your life. Okay. Now, with all of this, this triumph of lies, you guys, has been a strategy to keep the world all tied up, to even in some or many cases create a level of anxiety, create a level of illusion, to keep certain individuals, or all of us even, off of our temple path, out of our connection with God's source creator, off of or away from our connection with the divine. That gives us the sense of a sense of community and stability. Okay? And that was the plan. That was the strategy. These individuals who are in power, or at least this triumph of lies, you guys, the intention was to create confusion. The intention was to get you tied up. The intention was to put you in a box, in a place where you could be controlled. Not because you're a bad person, not because you are uncontrollable, not because you need to be reprimanded, but because they wanted to keep hold of power. And thus they created a web of lies and a web of destruction to put you in this place. But this is exactly what we are opening up to. This is exactly what we are realizing in this collective shift as we are all collectively moving through this 11:11 portal. It's literally a massive eye-opening moment for the collective, where now things can start to shift. You can start to take your power back. You can start to make moves to release you from the matrix, release yourself from the matrix. Okay? I want to move forward with some more cards here. I want to move to the Moonology deck next. Yes? I'm hearing cycles of completion. What's being completed here? What cycles are coming to play here? Or what cycles are coming to focus, to view here? Last shuffle. All right, y'all. So what are the cycles? Anything else? There we go. All right, cool. 3 cards, guys. And the first card that's come out here is the Gibbous Moon. You are very close to achieving your goal. Oh my God, Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. Thank you so much for that donation. If you like Cassia, I can get you a personal message. I'm going to write you down here just in case, but I am offering these personal messages for the 11:11 portal. So if you would like one, you are now on my list. Okay, cool. Moving forward. You are very close to achieving your goal, but you guys, what helps you get to your achieving your goal is the realization. Waking up to this, right? You cannot change something if you are not aware that it needs to be changed to begin with. Well, here comes that awakening. Here comes that aha moment. Here comes the judgment call. Here comes the wake up call. Okay. And this is putting you very close to achieving your goal. But the first step to achieving your goal here, ooh, Kelsey, that's awesome. You were born on a gibbous moon. But the first step to achieving that goal here is awareness, waking up to the reality of just how confined, restrained, out of order your life is, or the surrounding environment is. Okay. 2 more cards here. Okay. You have waxing crescent moon, have faith in your dreams. These are the exact dreams that whatever this triumph of lies was working towards was working to get you away from that. Instead of you following your dreams, instead this structure tried to implant its own dreams into you, making you feel like they're yours when they're not. And finally, your commitment is being tested. That's a really interesting energy. That's giving me very Saturnian, very Capricorn type energies here. Your commitment is being tested. But what it feels like that means here is asking yourself, what are you committed to? How is it do you see your future? How do you want to see your future? I'm getting strong Capricorn energy from this. Your commitment is being tested. And the question there really is, well, what am I committed to? Is this something that I want to be committed to at all any longer, right? That was something that we were talking about over this time period, especially when Saturn and Jupiter were in retrograde and doing that whole thing, right, for that time. Yeah. Okay. Spirit is saying, let's move forward to tarot. Okay. Cool. 5 shuffles here. I want to close this. I don't need that anymore. Okay. 5 shuffles here. 1. 2. 3. I really like this setup right now, you guys. This is 4. I like sitting here with this mic like this. I feel so official. I feel like a podcaster. This is 5. All right, kids. So what's going on here? What messages do we have for the collective? Oh boy. Good. All right. First of all, ooh, it is 11:11 right now. Holy shit, you guys. Okay, so for me, it's 11:11. No, it's 11:11 for everyone, at least on the East Coast. 11:11 on November 11th. Yes, guys. Yes, we caught it. We are in alignment. If you are here, whether you're here for the live stream or you're watching this afterwards, if you are here and you are resonating with this, you are in alignment. Let me say that again. If you are here and you are watching this video, whether you're here on the live or not, and you're resonating with this, then baby, you are in alignment. Let's look at what we have here. Yes? Overall energy for the collective right now, 6 of Swords. We're moving forward. We're moving on. I'm hearing there are better days ahead. 4 cards have come out, but the only card that has come out face up is the Knight of Pentacles. Spirit is saying to us, keep your resolve in check. Okay? We have got to just keep pushing. What I'm getting from the Knight of Pentacles, this is very Capricorn, very Saturnian energy. At least in this moment, it just feels like it. But this is where the Capricorn and Saturn element is coming into it, because what I feel like here, what this card is saying is that this is all part of the process. It's been part of the process anyway. It's not like there's anything that's happening right now with the collective that is out of the cosmic plan. We may not see it that way. We may not like that. We may not really want to admit that, but this is all part of the cosmic plan. And this is also where Saturn comes in, because there are lessons that need to be learned here in terms of the structure, in terms of how we limit ourselves, in terms of how we limit each other. There are so many massively massively inappropriate restrictions that have been put on the collective. And this is not anything new, okay? It's not, but it's been happening for centuries, for ages. But this is an egregious abuse of power and authority that is literally has worked to take the livelihoods away from good people that want to do nothing but just provide for themselves, provide for their families. And we have people in power that we put there, that we elected because they told us they were going to advocate for us. And look at where it got us. It got us in a position time and time again for us to be lied to be baited and switched. As soon as they got into power, they used it for their own good. They used it for their own embellishment. They used it for the embellishment of their colleagues, not the people that put them there. But this is all part of the process. All part of the process. I'm sorry, I just got Juno. Hi, Juno. I just got caught up in reading your message. It's so good to see you. Thank you for returning. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. But what Saturn is saying here, Saturn is coming through and saying to you guys, relax. Okay, this is all part of the process. This is all part of the learning process. He is saying now that some of this has been set up or has been put into place because it was necessary, because of some of the decisions that were made or whatnot, whatever, along the process that helped put certain things in line, okay, in alignment, whatever. Either way, whether this was part of the plan to begin with or it's an element of the plan that came into the situation as we've been walking the path, it's all part of the process. What's the process here? The learning. Learning about the fact that these restrictions or whatnot, whatever that we're dealing with are experiencing them, feeling them for what they are, going through them, and coming to a decision as to whether or not this resonates for you. And that's absolutely has to do with the people around you. This is more than just your life that's being affected. This is everyone's life. All of the people around you. If there was ever a time in human history where people needed to wake up and not be so freaking selfish all the time, now is it. Take that as you will. Take it as you will. Okay, but that's part of this process. Knight of Pentacles. Now, there's something else that's come out here. There are 3 cards. They've all fallen face down. 3 other cards. So its energy is underneath the surface. But if it ain't this freaking King of Wands, there you go. There is the egregious abuse of power. The King of Wands to Temperance to the 9 of Pentacles. There needs to be a balancing between ego and independence. Just because this King of Wands comes through and says, I want this, you're going to follow suit, doesn't mean that someone that's standing in their 9 of Pentacles necessarily will, or even has to. These are all collective energies, okay? This is all in form of the collective. There's not one person here that's being represented by the King of Wands. It's an energy, okay? It's the energy of having tunnel vision in your own plan or a bigger plan or whatnot, whatever. It's an energy of tunnel vision. Instead of working to preserve our own sovereignty, we also have to work to preserve the sovereignty of others. Everybody has a right to be sovereign. You're right, TJ Nichols. Yes, what is happening globally is also happening closer within each of us. Yes, This is not necessarily a situation or an energetic dynamic where we as individuals are going to change the world by really doing something external to us, because it starts within, okay? You have to shift yourself, represent a new energy, and then allow that vibration to permeate the energies around you. That's how we effect change. This change happens on an internal level first. Okay? Is there anything else? No, that's it. Spirit just said the collective message is complete. Okay. I hope that was helpful for you guys. Let me write this down, because we're going to get into the personal messages now, because that's pretty much all I want to say about the collective energy, I guess, unless there's anything Spirit wants me to do. No, it's time for the personal readings. Okay, great. So we're going to move to the point of this live session where we're going to get some personal messages for the individuals who are interested. Now, I already have a few people on the list here, and I will go and I'm going to get their messages. If anyone else would like to get on the list, you are more than welcome to do so. I am offering for $11.11, or at least as close to that as you can get, because I know Super Chat is not really allowing that to happen too well. I will pull a message for you from the universe for the Divine Collective in terms of this 1111 portal. You can either do that through Super Chat, or you can do it over on PayPal, through PayPal, paypal.me/divine conversations. However, I don't think anything has come through. And no, everybody's just Super Chatted so far, which is perfectly fine. But we're going to get into this. Michelle, you are the first person on my list here, but if you want a message, you're welcome to receive one. Are you still, oh, there you are. Okay, you do want one. That's right, you did. Okay, great. So we have Michelle, then Doreen, then Joanna, then Kelsey, then Kamwa, Varouche, and then Cassia. If anyone else would like to get a personalized 1111 portal message, just Super Chat or PayPal, $11.11. We have another one here. UG Rose. Okay, I got you, Rose. I got you, Rose. Don't you worry. I got you, boo. Alrighty, so we're going to start with Michelle. Yes, sir. Let Spirit decide. You got it, babe. 3 shuffles for you, Michelle. 1. Whoops. Okay, well, this already feels relevant to you, Michelle, but you have the Emperor that's just popped out here. And you and I are friends. Oh, look. Oh, look at this, Michelle. So here's your message for the 1111 portal. You have the Emperor, which popped out as I was trying to shuffle the deck. Okay, and I definitely know that this is definitely resonating with your energy right now, Michelle, because you and I are friends on Facebook. So like we see each other's posts all the time, and I definitely feel like you're really putting forth this Emperor energy right now, taking control of your life, or at least having I'm hearing taking the reins, or being in as much control as you possibly can. Okay, with that, you have the Empress here on one side of the deck, because I was splitting the deck to shuffle when this came out. You have the Empress on one side, and then you have the Chariot on the other. So your message